We're doing Bedwars maps, baby. We're going to be ranking Bedwars maps because we haven't actually dived into ranking Bedwars maps just in general. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, here we go. I get it. Maybe it's not up to date, but this is like the most up to date that like we've got pretty much. Bedwars maps, that's it. 2021, straightforward. This is both teams and solo and duo maps. So this is both incorporating teams and solo duo maps. That's fine. We got it. It's okay. It's chill. The first map, we got Siege. This is a solo and duo map. I would probably put this B, to be completely honest. Emeralds are a little kind of lackluster to try to get to. The bridging to try and rush is a little steep, so I think it's B. Pernicious. Ooh. I think this is definitely an A tier. Got emeralds. Diamonds are pretty close as well, so the rushing potential, yeah, that's A tier for me. Ashfire. This is probably one of my not to say favorite maps, but Ashfire's pretty. I have some pretty clutch moments in that. I'd probably put it A tier. The only reason A tier is because when you're rushing, you can get diamonds as well, but also too you have the advantage of cross rushing as well. You can also rush to in front of you, get diamonds, and as well you have these secondary islands to like get to emeralds as well. So if you wanted to get to middle faster, you could. That's another thing too. I'm gonna be butchering these names. This map right here, Azul, definitely a lot of sideways rushing. I would probably put this in a B tier. A lot of sideways rushing on this map. The diamonds are subpar when it's, you know, trying to get to them, so you know, B tier. You know, we'll put it in B tier. Apollo, we're gonna put this B tier because the only saving factor for that is that you have those little blocks or like those things near the middle where you can cross over to the diamonds to get over to players. The rushing factor, it's there. Ashore, this is definitely an S tier. This is probably like this is the most infamous teams map on Hypixel Bedwars, without a doubt. That's S tier. Biohazard. This is kind of a weird map, to be completely honest, for a solo and duo. So I'm gonna put that in C tier, to be honest, because it's not as good as B. Biohazard doesn't really have that many things to like bridge out to. The diamonds are at the far side, so you have to kind of like bridge your way. Like you gotta make time to get there. I don't remember this name. It doesn't help when the names are cut off in the actual pictures, but Cascade, I think this one was called. Literally, like the middle is like it's all far apart, but it's also like close apart as well. So honestly, that's a B tier as well. Like you can get to a bunch of different things in like a stupid amount of time. Catalyst. This is, you have to build up and then like build down. Like it's kind of a wonky kind of way of rushing bases. We're gonna put that in C tier. It's all right. Cliffside. Now this map, I'm probably gonna put that in C tier as well. The emeralds are pretty far apart. There's no bridge to like bridge across. The diamonds as well, like they're pretty like spaced out for a solo duos map. So I don't know this map very. Okay, I can kind of recognize it in the picture. Oh, it's this map. Program, to be completely honest, Program is probably D tier. The map is so like spread out. Like the only way to rush someone is like, if you really wanted to rush someone right off the bat, is to literally just go sideways from your own bridge. That's like pretty much like the game plan for Program. Oh my god, I didn't switch my thing. Oh my god. Sorry boys, I accidentally forgot to switch my scenes, but Program, D tier right here. Program. Yeah, there we go. Crypt for Bedwars is an honest, I think it's an S tier. In terms of rushing people at the start of the game, like you don't even need that many blocks. So Crypt, definitely the way to go. Emeralds are super easy to get. Once you get to middle, like you can literally just rush anywhere. So Speedway, there's no talk about it. It's definitely F tier because you know, there's literally every tryhard goes on this map and just rushes you instant. I'm just kidding. S tier. Speedway. You can just literally go anywhere you want in Speedway. So Orbit is a weird map. I'm gonna put you in C tier just because how big like middle is. If you wanted to go to other bases, that's another thing as well. If a person was across the map and you're across the map, like and you're two people left, you have to run a marathon every single time to get to the other base. Yeah, that's a definite C tier. Maybe even D tier actually, because like just how big the middle is and actually getting to like places, you know? Next up, we have Dream Garden Grown. I have no clue. I forget the name, but I know this map. Definitely an A tier map. Because of the middle and of course the side islands. Side islands, you get to diamonds really quickly and you can rush other bases. This is pretty much like the tactic for this map. You go to diamonds, you rush in on a base, like it's like game over. No competition for this map. Enchanted is one of the new maps. I only usually play solos and duos. You know what? We're gonna put you in C tier because from the images that I saw, we'll put you in B tier. This is great. I don't even know the name of this map. It would be great if I could have names. Like, they should have it to where the names are literally, like, on top here so I know which, like, I know the maps, but I don't know the name. I honestly don't know this map, so we're gonna put it in D tier. It literally looks like I think it's one of the new team maps, so I'm not exactly too like familiar with it. So now we have Glacier. Sideways rushing, you can't really sideways rush. The only way to really rush is to go across and then you rush them there. Diamonds are pretty easy to get. Getting to middle is pretty easy. We'll put it in an A tier. Now this map right here. This map is absolutely atrocious to play on. I'm probably gonna have to put this in E tier. I've only played like a handful of times, but like it's just such a weird map. Everything is just all over the place. I don't even know what to begin with this map. Like it's just the diamonds are all the way up far. Like the emeralds are like in the middle, but like it's and the islands too. Like there's just so like little room. Like, once you get to middle, like, you can, I guess you can rush in and, like, take bases, but it's just such a weird map. Definite E tier there. Aquarium is next. Probably A tier, to be honest. Aquarium's just A tier. You know what? No, we're gonna put that in S tier, actually. It's on the same speed as a shore, so you gotta add it to where the names are on top here, man. So, like, I get it, like, you're showing the picture, but, like, just please add the names, man. Please add the names. Or I'm just not a true Hypixel Bedwars player. But this map right here, the temple map, it's on the same kind of speed as kind of like a shore map, but the emeralds are like not as good to get on like the temple region. So like I'm gonna have to put you in A here. I forget the map name, but it's got the temple, it's got the palm trees. A tier? Nah, you know what? No, we're gonna put that down to actually B tier. Now Jurassic is a very interesting map for a team map. Would I classify it as A tier? I'm probably gonna have to put it in B tier. The only reason is because it's another one of those weird maps where like you can even kind of see it here. Like everything's just kind of all like placed weirdly. Like even when you're bridging out, like you got to go to the side island first, and then like you got to go to middle. But like there's another thing to like diamonds there as well, but it's like super close together. It's like all clusters and it's just so weird. You have Lighthouse, definite S tier. You just gotta put in an S tier. Now I don't know this map here, but it has stone in the name. This map is one of those other weird ones as well. The diamonds are pretty far out, but then once you get to diamonds, like you can get to middle easy, but like if you wanted to rush other bases, it's not really like the best. So like I'm probably gonna have to put this in C tier. Rushing other bases, like you do have to use a considerable amount of blocks, and then getting 2 diamonds is it's like right in it. Now I don't know this map either. I'm definitely gonna get flamed for not knowing the map names of Bedwars, but this is one of the other weird ones as well. Like there's many side islands that like technically go to middle. Yeah, this is one of the weird ones because like you have middle here and then like you have that side middle island to get to diamonds, or you could bridge out. It's all right of a map. Obelisk, we're gonna put it at D tier. I think that's probably like the best for it to be. Obelisk. Orchestra, music themed map. Rushing to other bases is pretty easy from the pianos to the other pianos. Getting to middle is literally easy. This is A tier, definitely A tier. I just don't like how big middle is, but like once you get to middle, like you can literally just rush anywhere. Planet 98. It's a weird one, but it's definitely gonna be in the same kind of tier here for E tier. It's not really the best. I don't think people really like this map a lot. Like the middle's pretty large, And it does take a little bit to get out there as well. So that's the one thing about making this tier list. Like, I've only like played some of these maps handful of times, but when I did, like, first impressions is literally everything, right? So Relic, one of those weird maps. I think it's E tier, just because of how it's just a little, it's just weird around the middle. I don't know. Like, there's just so much stuff spaced out, and then like diamonds are like in the corner. So now you have one of the new solo and duo maps, Rooted. I honestly have to put this in, I'll put this in C tier just because the way of rushing people and kind of the side islands in this map in general is kind of wonky and kind of like out of touch. Like, you have the two islands, but then you have like another set island that's not diamonds. So like, you bridge out to it, then you still got to run a little bit to diamonds, and then you got to go run to emeralds and whatnot. And emeralds, like, getting around as well, like, it's a little kind of weird as well. So High Rise, or the construction map, one of the newer construction maps. This map here is definitely a big boy. It's definitely a big map. In terms of rushing players, it's all right, but in terms of going across the map to kill your opponent is not that fun either. I think it deserves to be in D tier. Now we have Solar. This map is another interesting and weird one, but it's not like terrible. I think it deserves B tier because of the way you can get to... Does it deserve B tier though? If it's going up against, like, if we're comparing it to like maybe Cascade here, because like you can run around all this map. Solar? Yeah, you know what? It deserves B tier. It deserves B tier. Emeralds are pretty good to get as well. Diamonds are pretty accessible. And that's pretty much it, yeah. Train, I forget the name of this, but it's one of the nature ones. This one's pretty much like a middle ground, like Bedwars map, like pretty average. So we're gonna put this in B tier as well. Nothing too special, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Getting to middle is pretty fast. Diamonds are okay to get to, and just an overall solid map. Now you have this map, Unturned. This is another one of those weird maps where I don't really like say that it's good, but also bad. I think it deserves C tier just because it has that potential of rushing just from the diamond. So if you wanted to go from diamond to diamond, one diamond generator over to the next base, it's pretty easy because there's a lot of side islands in this map. I think that deserves C tier. And then the last map we have is Waterfall. Waterfall, in my honest opinion, I think might just have to go into, I think it has to go into A tier just because it has the middle and the way that it is. Rushing is the same as like what you can expect in like a shore or like Lighthouse. It's pretty like subpar, pretty the same. That's it. That is it right there. No F tier. Nothing's like this map should be removed. This map should be garbage. Like, it's like, I think they're all pretty good, like, overall. But in terms of ranking them in a tier list, this right here is my Bedwars Maps 2021 tier list maker.